Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Tyagara here, and I welcome you guys back to another episode of Oot 3D 3-Heart Run. Now, in the last episode, we went on a ghost hunt, taking down the 10 Poes in Hyrule Field, and then we followed that one Poe across the haunted wasteland to the Desert Colossus, whereupon, entering the Spirit Temple, we realized, hey, we can't exactly progress here, but there's a little crawl space, so why don't we come back as a kid and try that? And this time, we're gonna do just that, but first things first, I wanna make my way on over to the entrance, rolling, of course, to avoid these guys and not take any damage, because you get iframes. And just to the left of the entrance here, you will find the final, dirt mound, containing, of course, yet another gold Skulltula, and also a place where we can plant the magic beans. So why don't we do that real quick? Let's plant them first. Of course, we're gonna be coming back to this area as an adult, so might as well just, have the magic bean sprout ready. We're gonna empty our other bottle and let these bugs roam free. Now guys, this is the final gold Skulltula in a dirt mound. I'd say that's cause for celebration. What do you think? Should make it like an anniversary or something, final gold Skulltula in Dirt Day. Oh, just took a full heart of damage from that, but that's okay. Next things next, we're gonna enter the Spirit Temple here. And first thing you wanna do is just make your way forward with your shield drawn. Because much like in the Fire Temple, you got inanimate objects flinging themselves at you, so try to avoid that. Anyway, we're just gonna quickly adjust our equipment here, starting with the Hylian Shield, of course, and then we're also gonna want to grab the Slingshot and Boomerang. And here we have a new character, another Gerudo lady. Let's talk to her. I haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want to see? Well, nothing, really. You have nothing to do? What good timing. Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second, I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? What if I am? Oh, don't try to act cool, kid. I was just asking. A kid like you could never be one of Ganondorf's followers. Well, let's cut to the chase. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Naburu of the Gerudo. I'm a lone wolf thief. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and he even killed people. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years. Even though our laws say the lone male Gerudo must become king of the Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man. I like the way she thinks. Much like Naburu here, I'm also anti-monarchy. By the way, what is your name, kid? Link? What kind of a name is that? Well, anyway, I want to ask you a favor. Will you go through this tiny hole and get the treasure that's inside? Could have worded that a little better there, Naburu. The treasure is the silver gauntlets. If you equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, kid. Don't even think about taking the treasure for yourself. The silver gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you. If you try to equip them, I want you to be a good boy and give them to me. Condescending, Jesus. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak in deep into the temple. Once there, I'm gonna steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. How about it? Will you do it? Sure. Thanks, kid. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. Of course, we never actually know what that great thing is she'll do, but I digress. Guys, look, there's a hole in the ceiling and a giant block that we can't move. Now, I imagine with the silver gauntlets, Naburu will be able to push them, so let's just do as we're told and be a good boy and crawl through this tiny hole here. Now, as soon as we enter, there are going to be some fiery keys, so we want to take them out real quick. If I can just get a lock on. Uno, dos. Awesome. Now guys, you definitely can't tell from the way I'm uploading these because, of course they're sticking to schedule, but I am actually uploading, or I'm recording this rather, I should say, about 2 weeks after the most recent episode because, where I live, there's construction outside my house and I have no say in it, so I just had to grin and bear it because the construction was really noisy and it was happening literally right outside my front door pretty much. And I don't know if it would have interfered with the recording, but I know I would have found it hella distracting, so I just put the recording on hiatus for the time being. Hope you don't mind. Of course you can't even tell, but we're back to it, of course. Not many episodes left because once we're done the Spirit Temple, there's one more side mission I gotta do and then we're gonna fight Ganondorf. So, first thing we want to do is head on through this room here. And shoot this gold Skulltula twice, of course. And then we're gonna nab that token real quick. And also take out these keys while we're at it. 1, 2. And 3. Whoops. 4. Awesome. Next, we're gonna use Din's Fire to light these torches real quick. But yeah, it was a shame because I just had 4 days in a row off of work, and I would have liked to have been recording more during that time. Thankfully, on this last day here, the construction guys have moved further down the street, so you can't hear them, and I can't hear them too much either, so that's good. But yeah, all of my free time lately has gone to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I just finished Chapter 5 last night, and oh my god, guys, if you played that game, the ending of Chapter 5, I'm at a loss for words, I don't even know what to say. It was just quite emotional, and a lot of revelations, and the music was really, really good, and the guy who voices Noah did such an amazing job. It was phenomenal. I dare say, like, I was thinking to myself as I was playing, this pretty much rivals, like, Shulk screaming in Xenoblade 1, you know, like, be alright! And I'll kill you! In Chapter 1, like, I was just blown away. Hats off to you. I believe his name, Harry McIntyre? The guy who voices, or Ewan McIntyre? I'm not sure entirely. All I know is Noah voice actor, 10 out of 10, my friend. Put him in more stuff, please, Monolith, Nintendo. He's just absolutely phenomenal, and Xenoblade 3 is quite possibly the best game I've played in years. And if you're a fan of JRPGs and you have a Nintendo Switch, please, for the love of God, play this game. You don't even have to play Xenoblade 1 or 2 to enjoy it. I mean, it'll add to your enjoyment, but it's not necessary. Anyway, in this room here, we have a new enemy called Anubis, much like the Egyptian entity. So what you want to do is use fire. That's all he's weak to. Din's fire, of course, will do the trick. You want to be very careful of this spike here. Of course, you can also hit the switch, which will cause a ring of fire to raise outside this door, because I imagine you want to lure him over there. But the way I've always done it is just with Din's fire because it's easier. And we've got a lot of magic now, so might as well, you know? Anyway, here those keys have respawned, as you can tell. Oh, we've got some more floor masters here. So just take them out real quick. Also taking out the keys there as collateral damage, which is awesome. Should be dead soon, and he didn't even drop any offspring, which is awesome. As you can see, remember when we went through that other room, we used Din's fire to light it up? And that spawned a chest containing a small key. Once again, isn't it weird to see young Link in a dungeon with small keys? I know I said this in the bottom of the well, but it's just really funny, because, you know, the primary young Link dungeons, there are no keys in any of them, boss keys or small keys, so it's just funny. It goes to show that even though he's, like, physically a kid, Link has really grown up, you know? Spent a decent amount of time as a 16-year-old, and then going back to his 9-year-old self, well, the future followed him back, it seems, with just, you know, small keys. It's symbolic. Anyway, the fiery keys are here, so let's just take them out real quick. Or miss entirely. Never mind, second time's a charm. And we can head back through this door here, actually, because we don't need to loop back around to where that Anubis was. And then we're gonna crawl through here, of course. Whereupon we'll find a staircase that is locked. There's a locked door at the top, so thankfully we got that small key. Anyway, got some more crates here, but unlike in the Fire Temple or Jabu Jabu's Belly, you don't gotta worry about using them to hold down any switches. And there's nothing in this room in case you were wondering, so let's just make our way through this door now. Up next, we've got a huge climbable wall that's just crawling with Waltalas, so let's take them down one by one. You know, in the words of Sonic, one by one, they all become a number as they fall. God. Or not really Sonic, rather Crush 40 and Sonic Heroes. Funny story about that. So on Spotify, I made a playlist of a bunch of Sonic songs just for fun. Yeah, by the way, feel free to add me on Spotify. I'll actually put the link in the description there. And I shared it with my good buddy Magic. And sometimes when I go over to his place, we just work out while listening to Sonic music, and it's a lot of fun. And that song in particular, What I'm Made Of, from Sonic Heroes, he said at first he didn't really care for it, but it grew on him with time. Or like something along those lines. I just know he likes it now. So my job here is done. Same thing with, what was it, 7 Rings in Hand from Sonic and the Secret Rings, I believe that game was called, on the Wii. I never played it myself, but I just know back when I was a kid playing Smash Bros. Brawl, and I would pick Green Hill, I like to have 7 Rings in Hand playing. I just thought the music was really cool because, you know, 9-year-old me was just so easily impressed. It wasn't that spectacular of a song, but you know, it grows on you with time, as does all Sonic music. So guys, now I ask you in the comments, what is your favorite Sonic song of all time? It can be vocal, it can be instrumental, it doesn't matter, all music is music. Oh, here we have a Lizalfos. I haven't seen one of these guys in a while. Let's just take him down real quick, just like old times, huh? Okay, keep shielding and jump slashing. But me personally, my favorite Sonic song of all time is either... I know this is a very, very basic answer, but God, Live and Learn is just absolutely phenomenal, you know? But alternatively, I also really like It Doesn't Matter from Sonic Adventure 1. Specifically Sonic Adventure 1. Don't get me wrong, the Sonic Adventure 2 version is also incredible, but the guitar solo in Adventure 1's version just hits different. And the lyrics, there was a time, it's a little cringy, but there was a time in my life where I really related to the lyrics. More specifically, you know, like, this fight is not for anybody, this is purely for myself. I know it's a little cringe to immerse yourself in Sonic music, but damn it, those musicians know what they were doing. It's just some high quality stuff. But anyway, I digress. Here we have the dungeon map. Right in front of this giant statue of the Desert Colossus. Let's take a quick look at her here. We can lock onto her forehead there, but can't do much about that right now. Maybe in about 7 years or so. In the meantime, we're just gonna smash those pots that have absolutely nothing inside of them. And then we're gonna crawl or climb back up this wall here. But yes, as you could see there, you just had to push that statue off to the side to activate the blue switch. No crates necessary. Now anyway, if you want... Granted, we can't do this... Actually, no, we can't do this as a kid. We gotta come back as an adult. There's just, you know, a floating green Navi over there. You know what that's for. It's either the Song of Time or the Scarecrow song. Spoiler alert, it's not the Song of Time. Anyway, we make our way up here. Up the spiral staircase, of course. We've got a giant silver rupee puzzle. So we've also got a room flooded with BMOS. So real quick, I just want to set my bombs to Y, because that's more comfortable for me. Blow them up, or miss entirely. Maybe the explosion... Oh, the explosion set him off. Very nice. Take down this guy next. I don't know if that radius will hit him. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess I just really underestimate the bombs in this game. Alright, we're gonna quickly roll through here so we don't get hit. We got one more BMOS to go here. Oh, uh-oh. We've been aggroed. I'm gonna be a little more careful here and not get hit. Throw out the bomb. And boom, he's dead. Speaking of boom, all right, so how soon would you guys want me to LP another Zelda game if you're interested in that? Because 3 of my favorite games of all time are all Zelda games, just because this series is absolutely phenomenal. Like, my number one, I know I've said this before, but Wind Waker HD, my GOAT, the absolute best game of all time, in my humble opinion. Majora's Mask is also up there. I think doing a 3-heart run of Majora's Mask and Wind Waker would be really fun, but I want to be like a variety Let's Player, you know? Like my GOAT, Chugga Conroy. I know I reference him all the time, but, you know, he is my main inspiration for making videos. Watching his Wind Waker LP when I was 11 is what made me interested in this in the first place. So I feel like it would be a nice homage to that, but at the same time, I've got a few other ideas, you know? I won't necessarily say what they are. Spoiler alert, one of them, though, I've been referencing a lot this LP. I'm sure you can guess what it is, just based on me saying that to you. But another one is another childhood favorite of mine that I believe partially shaped me into the person I am today. I haven't referenced that one too much, but it is a very special game. And just to give you a hint, a little bit about it, it came out in 2007. I was 5 years old, but I didn't play it until I think 08 or 09. I just remember spending a lot of time back in first grade, coming home. Like, my parents would only let me play the Wii for 1 hour a day. And so almost every day I dedicated an entire hour to said game. It's really special to me, and the character it introduced is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I'm sure you know who that is. But anyway, what you want to do here is just carry your torch through and light up all these torches, of course. There aren't many in the room, and the Deku Stick looks like it's shrinking a little there. I believe we've almost got it. There we go. Alright, doing that will give us this chest. Why don't we just hop up here and obtain it? But yeah, I'm curious. What game? Do you guys want me to do another Zelda game? Just let me know in the comments. If not, that's totally fine, because like I said, I've got other ideas. But I think it would be a lot of fun to do Wind Waker, just because I adore that game with all my heart and soul. Anyway, guys, we're going to turn around here real quick and pull out the slingshot, because here we've got another gold Skulltula. So let's just take him down real quick. And use the old boomerang, of course. And here, let's see if we can... Actually, we're topped up on health. It's just magic we're low on. So let's head through this door, and here we will have a mini-boss. This is one of the most iconic enemies in the entire series, a Dark Nut. Now, you remember that spell we obtained in the last episode? I am going to equip it just to be safe. I'm going to have it in my inventory, Now, just so you know, you initiate this fight by attacking him, but he will one-shot you with 3 hearts, so you want to be really careful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a dark nut right here. Now, as you can see, we can't exactly stun him with our boomerang, nor can we do it with the Deku Nuts, I believe. So, you just gotta joust him. And as you can see, crouching under with your Hylian shield does nothing. So you want to be really careful. I will meet you guys back here in just a second. Yeah, as you can see, this guy one-shots you, and ducking under him with your Hylian shield is not an option. So what you want to do is just slash and stick and move, kind of. And also, as you can see, matching the pillars there, if you're not topped up on health, it will drop hearts. But if you are topped up on health, it'll drop green rupees instead. So keep that in mind if you're doing a normal run and you need to recover some health. Now, of course, I'm going to play this extremely carefully because I do not want to die again there. We're just going to lure him on over here. Wait for him to swing. He swings twice. Back up. Yeah, you really want to stick and move here. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You know what they say. Or as Doc Lewis would say, dancing like a fly, bite like a mosquito. Oh, dear. Woo! Uh-oh. All right, guys. Gotta be very careful. Back up. Oh, okay, so now you knocked his armor off a little. He's gonna be more nimble. Gonna recover from your hits faster, and also, yeah, just generally move around the room a lot faster. So same little dull routine. You just wanna jump slash him and then backflip, get out of the way. Be very careful. Like I said, using Nehru's Love, though, makes this fight a lot easier because it's like armor for you. So just want to be careful. You need to be super careful with your jump slashing, just because, you know, it's got a lot of end lag on it. So you just want to back up a little, swing twice. Very nice. All right, and that'll do it, guys. As you can see, you don't need Neighbor's Love to do this, but it does help. But with that, we have finally taken down our first Dark Nut. I say first because there are many more to come. It is a very iconic enemy, especially in Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. Let's just head on outside here. Hey, what's up, Link? Surprised to see me? You just cannot escape Kibora Gabora. If you remember in the last episode, we saw him fly by when we learned that one song, the Requiem of Spirit. A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Even I thought the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time were merely legends. Link, you have fully matured as an adult. Dog, I turned 16. You don't fully mature at 16? Like, that's... Yeah, sure, that's the voting age and the driving age, but you're not old enough to drink. From now on, the future of all people in Hyrule is on your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here is my last advice. 2 witches inhabit this temple. In order to destroy them, turn their own magic power against them. Hoo-hoot. You want to hear what I said again? No, I'm okay, thanks. I will continue to watch you. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoot. Alright, say goodbye to our fan-favorite beloved Kibora Gabora. That's the last we'll see of him. But not his alternate self, of course. So let's just open up this treasure chest here and equip some silver gauntlets. Just kidding, we got our Goron bracelet, we're fine. We'll go give them to Nabooru. How's that sound? You found the silver gauntlets. If you wore them, you would feel powerful in your arms. The power to lift big things with A. But these gauntlets won't fit a kid. Plus, you promised to give them to Nabooru. You should keep your word. Yeah, guys, always keep your word when you make promises. Ocarina of Time teaches you that. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Hey, where are you taking me? The hell are they doing down there? Yeah, let me go! What's happening? Oh, hey. It's the 2 witches. Twitches, if you will. Like that Disney Channel movie. You fiends, Ganondorf's minions! Link, get out of here, now! These witches, they're using black magic on me! The Twitches. We'll get them, guys. Don't worry. We'll get our revenge. We'll save Nabooru, but she just got buried alive in the sand, so who knows if she'll still be alive after that. God, just traumatized a 9-year-old. He just watched a woman die. A woman who promised she'd give him something good. Now she'll never make good on that promise. Well, guess we gotta make our way back to the Temple of Time then, so we can go back to the future again. You know. I just love Back to the Future. In my opinion, best film trilogy of all time. Cars is good. Don't get me wrong. I am very nostalgic for the first Cars. I thought Cars 2 was okay, and Cars 3 is good. But Back to the Future, best trilogy. Spider-Man by Sam Raimi, also up there. Absolutely fantastic. What other good trilogies are there? Film trilogies? Let me know in the comments. I know a very popular one is Star Wars, but personally, I never cared all that much for any Star Wars trilogy, be it the originals from 1980 or 70s and 80s, the prequels from the early 2000s, and the Disney trilogy. But anyway, guys, we're just going to quickly pull out the Master Sword here, and that's where we're going to end today's episode. So, in this episode of OOT 3D 3-Heart Run, we made our way through the Spirit Temple. Halfway through the Spirit Temple, I should say, we got the Silver Gauntlets, and we watched Nabooru get buried alive. Now we're going 88 miles per hour to go back to the future, of course, and here we are as an adult, even though we got the Master Sword in hand. You can see the big Goron sword icon down there, and also our Hermes shoes, of course, the hover boots. In the next episode of OOT 3D 3-Heart Run, we are going to be finishing off the Spirit Temple and hopefully rescuing Nabooru, although it doesn't look too good for her considering she got buried alive in the sand. But until then, guys, my name's been Tyagara. I thank you all so much for watching, and I bid you guys farewell.